What is up, everybody? This is your boy Is Nefarious, and I am here with another edition of your Premier Madden League, a league report. For those of you that don't know, the Premier Madden League is a very immersive, probably one of the best leagues that you could be in when it comes to the PlayStation 4 and Madden 20. If you're interested in joining the Premier Madden League, make sure that you go to premiermadden.com. On the information bar, hit apply, fill out the form, and then possibly you'll be in the league one day. We got a lot of content. We got the league report. We got a fantasy league as well. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff to love about this league, between training camps, PML top 50 players. You also got I'm forgetting it. Hold on. The draft class. You also got, and everything in there it's a lot of hard work by the commissioner, a lot to offer. So if you're interested, premiermadden.com, hit apply, and hopefully one day you're in a league as well. Before I continue, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, comment. I'm doing a lot of work. I'd like to grow a fan base a little bit. I mean, it's mostly guys from the league that watch, but if you're interested and you enjoy it, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. But let's jump right into it. First, we're going to start with the week. We're going to start off with the week 10 highlights. As you can see, I have them up there. And let's jump right into it. As you can see, we got some new audio. Throwing it back a little bit. We got the Cowboys against the Ravens. This was a good game. This was actually a new Ravens user going up against NFLRT, one of our better users. So let's see how the new Ravens user does. As you can see, we got Dak Prescott in the shotgun trying to put 6 on the board, and he's able to there, making it 9-6. Ravens are up after a missed field goal. It's still 9-6 here early in the third quarter, and it's the Ravens user going to throw it right up the middle to Mark Andrews, and Andrews is going to take it all the way in, making it going to make it 15-6. Now we're picking it up 23-6 here. We got the Dallas Cowboys with the ball, and he's going to try to hit a little flat, and it's going to be picked off, and there's nobody in front of him as he's going to take it all the way to the house, 10-10, the 10-5, and all the way into the end zone. And as you can see, the final score here was 30-10. The Ravens user, 30-14, the Ravens user comes in, makes some big noise. Dak Prescott had 3 interceptions. Lamar Jackson, 10 of 11, 168 yards and a touchdown. And then Mark Andrews had a couple of receptions and a touchdown on 50-something yards. We're going to pick up the Minnesota Vikings in the Houston Texans game here. Another good game. You suspect the Vikings to win this one easily, but, the Houston Texans definitely put up a fight. As you can see, we got Kirk Cousins in the shotgun. He's going to find Adam Thielen on a go route, and Thielen's going to catch it, and he's going to outrun the competition as he takes it all the way to the house, making it 7-0 Minnesota Vikings on top of the Houston Texans. We're going to jump here. We got the Houston Texans outside the 20. Deshaun Watson in the shotgun. He's going to run a little read option. The defensive end caves in, so he's going to take it to the outside. And whoop! A nice little move there. Going to put him right in the end zone, making it 7-7 at the time. Now it's 14-7. The Minnesota Vikings are up. Here comes Lamar Miller. It's his turn to do some magic. He's going to break to the outside, and another good move. Look similar to Deshaun Jackson, and he's going to take it all the way to the house, making it 14-14. This is a good game going on in Houston. And here comes the Houston Texans down by a score late in the second quarter. It looks like they got a little play action going on 1st and 10. 10 seconds left, and it looks like he's going to air it out to Will Fuller. Will Fuller is going to outrun the competition, the speedy wide receiver, and he's going to take it right in, tying the score up at 21 to end the second quarter in the first half. Here comes the Minnesota Vikings late in the fourth quarter. It's do or die now, 28-21. Houston is up. Kirk Cousins going to look deep to Adam Thielen, and it's going to be picked off by the Houston Texans. And that's going to pretty much do it for the Houston Texans, 28-21. They get a second win on the season. The Minnesota Vikings dropped to 3-6. As you can see, you had Deshaun Watson, who had 9 of 16, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Lamar Miller, 15 carries, 118 yards and 2 touchdowns. As you saw, he had that one pretty run with the nice juke move in the middle. We're gonna jump into the New York Giants at the Atlanta Falcons. Actually, yeah, we're at Atlanta here. So Atlanta's got the ball. It's 3-0 already. The New York Giants. Atlanta's trying to make a name for itself after losing a big one in the conference championship. Everybody thinks he's not serious, and so far so good. 7-3 now. Ito Smith runs right up the middle for the touchdown. Here comes Daniel Jones in the shotgun, looking to make something happen. He's got Saquon Barkley on the right of him. He's gonna look towards the middle, and it's gonna be intercepted. And the linebacker's gonna find some open space. He's being chased by Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley should catch him, given how fast Saquon is. But he's at the 20, he's at the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's all the way into the end zone, making it 14-3. Falcons up big on the New York Giants with a surprise right now. As you can see, Daniel Jones back in the shotgun. He's going to look to make something happen once again, and it's going to be a diving interception by Chris Harris Jr. Chris Harris Jr. has plenty of space in front of him. He doesn't have anybody near him. Saquon, actually, that's I think Darius Slayton or Taywan Taylor chasing him, but they're not going to be able to get him as they jump up to 21-7. Now it's 31-10. Atlanta is up. The Giants are trying to make a comeback. He's got Darius Slayton up the middle, splitting the two safeties. He's going to make a nice one-handed catch into the end zone, making it 31-17. Now we pick it up. It's 41-31. The New York Giants are still chasing, and it looks like a blown coverage. They send everybody to try to get the safety or stuff the running back, and it's a wide-open Taywan Taylor who's going to take it all the way to the house, making it 41-38. Only down by 3 now. 41-38 here. We got Matt Ryan under center. He's going to hand it off to Ito Smith, and he's going to find a big hole running right up the middle. He's going to be at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's all the way into the end zone once again for a score, making it 48-38. Daniel Jones here in the shotgun, 48-38, under a minute left, 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He's dropping back. He's going to take a look at his wide receiver on the outside. That was Taywan Taylor. And it's going to be picked off once again to end it, making it 48-38. And that's pretty much going to do it here, folks. The Giants fall to 7-2, and the Falcons improve to 7-2, proving that they can hang with the big boys. Matt Ryan, 10 of 14, 158 yards, and two interceptions. And then Ito Smith had 243 yards and 4 touchdowns on 20 carries. A huge game from Ito Smith. We're going to jump into the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. They are in Carolina. Green Bay is trying to get on a roll here. They've been having an up and down season. So has Carolina been competing with mostly every team and losing really close games. As you can see, Cam Newton's in the pistol. He's going to find Demaryius Thomas on the in row. And Demaryius Thomas is going to break free. And he's on the outside 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 5. And he's all the way into the end zone, giving the Carolina Panthers a 10-0 lead. The ensuing kickoff here, the Carolina is kicking off to Jerick McKinnon of the Green Bay Packers. McKinnon has plenty of space to work. He's going to run into a sea of Panthers, and he's going to find a way to come out. He finds a way to come out of that big pile, and Jerick McKinnon's got the wheels. Is he going to be able to take it all the way to the house? He is, making it 10-7. Carolina's still up at this point, but that is a big momentum swing. As you can see, we're picking it up 21-13. The Green Bay Packers are now in front. Aaron Rodgers with a little play action. He's going to look deep to Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and Scantling's going to catch it for the touchdown, making it 28-13. Now it's 31-28. Carolina has the ball. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Do a die moment. As you can see, he's going to look to Christian McCaffrey, who's got wide open space, and he's going to run out of bounds inside the 25. 31-28. 9 seconds to go here. Actually, 8 seconds. Cam Newton in the shotgun. He's going to find TJ Vasher. Vasher's going to run right into the end zone, actually giving the Carolina Panthers a 35-31 lead. Only 1 second here. Miracle for Aaron Rodgers to try to get something going. He's in the shotgun. He's going to toss it deep on the right-hand side, and there's going to be a flag, a big flag. It's going to be a pass interference. A pass interference gives the Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers one more chance to win this game, 35-31. Now they're at the 15, so they got a better chance of winning this. The Carolina Panthers are going to send a blitz, and it's going to be completed over the middle, giving the Green Bay Packers a 38-35 win. Green Bay improves to 4-5. The Panthers fall to 4-5. As you can see, Cam Newton had 4 touchdowns and an interception. Aaron Rodgers 3 touchdowns and an interception, and Scantlin had 3 touchdowns on 108 yards. So a huge game by him. And that's pretty much going to do it for the highlights. Let's jump right back into the slideshow. And as you can see here, we are now looking at the power rankings after. This is actually week 10's power rankings, so this is from the last video if you haven't seen it. Now we're going to jump into this week's power rankings heading into the next week. And as you can see, we get the Atlanta Falcons and Miami Dolphins both moving up after some strong wins. And then we got the Kansas City Chiefs moving up. And we got the Cowboys, the Bills, and the Jets all moving down. They all had tough losses this week. The Cowboys, obviously, to the Baltimore Ravens, usually the new one. And then we got the Los Angeles Chargers winning and moving up in PR. The Jacksonville Jaguars moved up even though they lost. And then we had the Green Bay Packers, Carolina Panthers, and Cleveland Browns all moving up because of the Minnesota Vikings loss, the New England Patriots loss, and the Philadelphia Eagles obviously lost as well, and they moved down. As you can see, we had the Baltimore Ravens move up after a huge win against the Cowboys, and the Houston Texans move up after a huge win against Minnesota. Kind of prove it win, even though the Minnesota usually hasn't been its best so far this season. It's still a really quality win from that Houston Texans team, who only had one win going into the game. So this is pretty much our PR heading into the next week. I left myself at 32. I'm not even gonna do myself in the PR. It's gonna be pretty much 1 through 31, and you guys could plug me wherever you want. I don't really care. But that's pretty much going to be the PR for this week. Let's jump into the AFC playoff picture in the AFC playoff race, I would say. You got the Bills at number 1 at 7-2, and then you got the Colts right behind them at 7-2. So they're going to be racing for home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Then you got the Bengals and the Chiefs both at 6-3. They're chasing the Bills and the Colts so far. And speaking of the Bills, we got a wild card in the Miami Dolphins that has 7-2. So the Bills definitely have to keep performing throughout the season if they want to hold on to that spot. And then you got the Jets right behind them at 6-3. So the AFC East could have 3 playoff teams come playoff time. So we'll see. And then we got a few teams in the hunt, like the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Denver Broncos, and the Los Angeles Chargers, all at 5-4. Is that correct? Yeah, that is correct. They're all at 5-4. I thought I messed up there for a second, but all in the hunt. As you can see, 6-3 is the best record. They all are very close. I mean, this playoff picture and this playoff race is going to be a really good one in the AFC. Let's take a look at the NFC. So we got the division leaders in the Chicago Bears at 9-0. Then you got the Falcons at 7-2, the Giants at 7-2, the Cardinals at 4-5, winning the West so far. I mean, it must be nice to have a sub 500 record and still be the division leader and be able to make the playoffs. Then you got the wild card. You got the Detroit Lions, who are a couple games behind the Chicago Bears after that loss to them. I don't think they're going to catch them at this point. And then you got the Washington Redskins at 7-2 as well, tied with the New York Giants. But they're also behind and need to make up some ground. I believe they are in the same division as the Lions and the Bears. So I don't think they're going to get. I think the NFC North is going to have three teams in the playoffs, and when it comes down to it, I believe the Redskins. I gotta double check that. I believe the Redskins are in the North. Forgive me right now. I'm kind of spacing out on that. We're gonna jump into some in the hunt teams. We got the Dallas Cowboys at 6-3. Then we got the Carolina Panthers at 4-5, and the Green Bay Packers at 4-5. And the Redskins are not in the North. They are in the East with the Giants. So they're actually tied with the Giants. And it'll come down to probably the last couple of games of the season to see who gets that that number one seed in the division and at least gets home field advantage in the wild card game that they play. I know they're not gonna get the bye to they might not be able to get the bye to the divisional round based on how the Falcons are playing so far. But it's going to be an interesting race to see who gets that second bye and also who gets the home field advantage when it comes to the wild card round and also that second game in the divisional round. I know whoever plays the Bears is not going to have that home field advantage, and I think the Bears are going to pretty much lock up that home field advantage throughout the playoffs. You take a look at in the hunt, like I said, you got the Panthers at 4-5, the Packers at 4-5, the Cowboys at 6-3. 6-3 still not good enough to make the playoffs in the NFC. They're going to be chasing the Redskins and the Lions. It's going to be tough. They're going to have to pull out some division wins against the Redskins, I believe. I don't know if they play the Lions, but they're going to have to hope that they get a loss or two. And then you take a look at the Packers and Panthers. I don't really think either team has a shot at this point. I think you're going to have to be 12-4 or better to make the playoffs in the NFC. It's going to be a real tough race. Unless you're in the West, you got to have a really good record to make the playoffs. We're going to jump into actually, that was it for the slideshow. So now we're going to jump into something special I had for everybody. I'm going to pull it up right now, and we got the Premier Madden League top 10 plays. So for those of you that don't know, we run a bunch of stuff, and I did full league highlights, and I did the Premier Madden top 10 plays. So coming in at number 10, and you saw this play in the highlights, you got Adam Thielen on that go route for the Minnesota Vikings. He shows off his wheels here, as you can see, running right by the defensive back, and he runs out the safety and the defensive back all the way into the end zone. So that's going to be our number 10 play. At number 9, we're going to jump into a different game, I believe, here. I probably should have made it shorter so it makes a smoother transition. Actually, this is going to come from the same game, and it's that Deshaun Watson read option play. A nice little move within the 5, setting up the score. As you can see, Deshaun Watson to the outside, moves right inside, in for the touchdown. So that was a great play. Coming in at number 8 for the Premier Madden League top 10 plays, and it's going to be the kick return from Jerick McKinnon. As you can see, he went through a full sea of Panthers to get it all the way to the end zone. He's going to bump into, break one tackle, one guy flips, he's going to run straight into other guys, and he's going to find a way to break outside and take it all the way to the house. So good job by Jerick McKinnon. He's going to be number 8 on this list. Number 7, we got here for number 7. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly what I put. I made this a little while ago. And we got Mika Fitzpatrick, and this is going to be actually a 101-yard interception return for a touchdown. Mika Fitzpatrick undercutting that route, and he's going to find some space, run through a crowd of his own team, some good blocks there, and Mika's going to take it all the way to the house with Henderson Jr. chasing him down, but he's not going to catch Mika. Nice pick and touchdown, pick and score by Mika Fitzpatrick. Given the Dolphins dominated that game against the Los Angeles Rams as well. We're going to jump into number 6, and we got, wow, I didn't really edit this one. So we got Jameis Winston. He's going to find Mike Williams, who's going to go up on a double team and come down with it. I thought I edited that. Wow. Can't believe Q's going to be so mad at me. At number 5, I got Darius Slayton with a one-handed catch that you saw in the highlights of the New York Giants versus the Atlanta Falcons. Up the middle, Darius Slayton, one-handed catch. Nice catch there, setting up the score. Unfortunately, they weren't able to win that game, but what a nice play by Darius Slayton. Right now, we got Zay Jones on this one. He's going to run a crossing route. He's going to break a couple tackles, break a third tackle, kinda, and take it all the way into the house, making it 17-0 Bills, but they're gonna actually lose that game as the Kansas City Chiefs came back to win that. We're gonna jump into the Giants and Falcons. At number 3, we got the Chris Harris Jr. interception, that diving jumping pick that he had in that game, giving the Atlanta Falcons a huge lead at the time. It looks like he got touched, but he was able to get up and take it all the way to the house. As you can see, Taywan Taylor's the only one chasing him, and he's not going to catch him. 21-3, and the Falcons end up winning that one. We're going to jump into number 2, and at number 2 we got Lamar Miller on that long 75-yard touchdown run. The one that he bounces to the outside and he makes a defender look silly as he dives away, and Lamar is going to take it all the way to the house, as you saw in the highlights. Great job by Lamar Miller and the Houston Texans offense. At number 1, we're going to have the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs. 14-17, the Buffalo Bills with the game in hand. 2 minutes to go. Josh Allen's going to try to find his wide receiver, Sammy Watkins, and it's going to be intercepted by Halton Hill. He's going to run to the inside, make a nice juke move, and he's got open space after that. He's got Josh Allen chasing him, but Josh Allen's not going to get there, and you got Halton Hill that's going to take it all the way down to the 5 and give himself up to waste out some time. And that's pretty much going to do it for the Premier Madden League Top 10 plays. I hope you enjoyed that, and that's pretty much going to do it for this video in total. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. I know some of these videos go on a long time, especially last week with the natural. I appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, and comment. Anything to get recognition for the work. Thank you for listening once again. You all have a wonderful weekend.